Hello everybody, it's Bashtoe, and this is my 6th starcast. I'm doing another 1v1. This is a game I just played against a zerg opponent. I've been doing very well against zerg at the moment, and in all my 1v1s, I think I've now won 6 or 7 on the trot. I haven't done a starcast for a little while, so I just thought I'd just cast this game as I enjoyed it. As soon as Craig has had enough of Warhammer, Space Marine, we're playing some more 2v2s, and I was Starcast one of them. One of the maps, particularly Boneyard, I think it is, I'm not sure. We've come up with a really evil strategy, which I would like to do again and Starcast, because it's just, we did it and we rolled them so hard, there was just nothing at all they could do. So, here we go. I've scoured in this game, whoa, what I'm doing here, scoured my Zerg opponent, Mulu. I know he's gone for fast expansion. I'm also looking around. I'm seeing no spawn pool, no spawn pool, no spawn pool. I've got this dude queued up to infinity on the Triforce. Legend of Zelda reference there. I've got my CC up. I'm getting reactor on my barracks. This is a slightly different build to what I've ever tried before, so I think it was quite good actually, so I'm probably going to stick to it a lot more. I'm still scouting, seeing no gas, no gas, no gas, so I know when I push out, I'm only going to be against Zerglings and Queens. So, here we go, I'm getting my double marine production out. If I just go on to units, he's got 2 Zerglings at the moment, and he's droning up pretty well. Now up to 21, so he's got a slight lead in the economy. Obviously with the expansion, which is going to help him out in the long run. I'm muling down on 50, good times, getting up my tech lab for tanks. If you watch any of my other 5-star casts, you'll know that I love the tanks. Oh, I gotta turn this down, man, that's definitely me. Couldn't afford any marines there. I don't know if there's any way of changing my build so I could not have that gap. But, it didn't seem to matter that much. So, yep, he's just draining up, he's got his queens, got really good creep spread. Maybe not at the moment, but he gets really good creep spread. He's at least joined up his expansion at the moment. Took good map control, so he's got both the towers, he's got Zerglings on my natural, he's got an Overlord over there. So he's got pretty good vision of what's going on. And I'm just continuing, I've got 2 tanks. That's my Q, go attack. Quite a funny thing happens here. As I move out, he decides to attack from the other lane. I don't know if he saw me do this and this was planned or whatnot, but that's what he did. And I've started to do like double walls against Zerg because it just owns Banana Bus and whatever. I mean, look how much time I've got to pull my forces back in. 2 marines, 2 kills and 2 kills, and nothing can touch him. So I get in here, siege up, own all the Zerglings very quickly, come up, get the 2 more roaches, and decide to leave them because, I mean, it's not like they can run by when I've got a wall that's 2 bunker deep. So keep Mr. Mule here, 15 seconds too late, not ideal. Siege my tank up in case of counterattacks and go and attack my 2 tanks marine push. This used to win me most matches, but now it's just to do a bit of pressure, make them build a lot of Zerglings, and defend, and basically not be able to drain up. So I nearly got hit by a spine crawler there. I siege up. Ideally I want to be back a little bit more because I can't put my marines in front of it, which we'll see why it really hurts in a minute. I stopped production for a second to get a command turn up and going. Here it goes. Because marines at the back, I've got no buffer zone, and tanks get owned really badly. He's transfusing the queens. Done a really good job there. I try and get the second queen to stop lava injects, but I fell. I should have been already moving, getting on top of him. But there you go, that happens. As you can see, because he's not been able to drain up, I've now overtaken an SCV count. And I've got enough stuff that he can't counterattack. So even though it looks unsuccessful, I think that did okay. Particularly if we look at units lost. It was, what's the word I'm looking for? Cost efficient, that's what I'm trying to find. So yeah, now I've got my orbital command set up here. I'm building SCV from which I didn't want to do, so I cancel it before moving over there. Get some tanks sieged up. And ready to defend any counter-attack. Finally, because I'm going mech, so I'm going to need as much gas as I can get. This reactor I'm now going to start using for Helions, and I'm going to put this barracks over here to stop any zergling run-bys. I failed placement it like normal, but I did decide to lift it and make sure it completely blocked it. Which is quite important on this map, because the last thing you want is loads of zerglings coming in and raping your minerals, and for you to die, because that's not ideal. Obviously, whoa, mega lag, what's going on? Okay, we're good. So, at this point, sometimes mutalists come along and rape me, like, really hard. So that's why I've got a reasonably early armory and getting my forwards out, because I've stopped marine production, and I really don't want mutalists come along. Lucky for me, I did scan this at some point. Am I on a wrong view? And I saw the lair was still coming, so I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'm not going to get hurt from mutalists yet. So my PC is messing right up, there you go. But I still decided to get some turrets up and some forwards out just in case. And I mean, forwards are really good in the army anyway. I found them to be very, very effective when mixed in with the Helions and tanks, even when there's no mutalists, but that's what they really, really are there for. I did send down a Helion down here to see if he got his third up, which he hadn't. The Helion died, and I was like, yeah, he's going to get his third up now. So I'm like, well, it's okay. It's 2 base and 2 base at the moment. I'm going to try and push out. Interesting decision here. I was just going to go and attack, and then I was like, actually, this attack may fail, because he was quite good in the previous engagement. He cleaned it up when I was at macro, and I was like, oh, did he do that? It was until I watched the replay that I realised it was because my marines were out of position. So I decided to destroy these rocks and get a command center up, just in case it failed. I would have an economy to fall back on. What are we working with here? 5 tanks, 8 Helions, I think. Yeah, 7 Helions, 3 4s. That's a pretty good unit composition to fight Zerg with. I just got +1 ups as well. And sieging this area here, I didn't really care about those marines at all because they're completely unupped. You get some fungus on my tanks and Helions. If that was on bio, I would have cried, but it's not that great against mech. Roaches come up, done a little bit of a choke here. Managed to clean that up quite nicely. Balls out in front. Get the spine crawler, not quite. Roaches are up. A little bit of dancing going on here. I don't want to engage into the spine crawler, and he doesn't want to engage me inside the tank range. Move these up a little bit. He's meanwhile massing up as many drains as he can. If I go on, well, I keep on the resources lost tab to show how cost efficient this push is. Comes in the side, the roaches gets my 2 tanks out in front of the 4s. He gets a fungal on the 4s, that doesn't really do a lot, and suicides the infestor, not ideal. Meanwhile, I realised I had 4 tanks in my base doing nothing. My APM isn't high enough to send that command center over just yet. Got Helion streaming in as well. And I'm also like, right, okay, I need more production because my minerals are getting slightly high, so I slapped down another 2 factories. I also start getting 2 ups any minute. I've got 2 tanks there doing absolutely nothing, but I make brilliant use of them in a minute. Got tanks on the side here that were the ones that were lost. He does an amazing infested Terran move down there, moves up the roaches, completely cleans up that side. I could have reinforced the Helions and maybe clean that bit and saved a couple of tanks, but I was like, oh, it's okay, they're dead. I'm just gonna make sure I hold this ground here, which is what I'm doing basically. I didn't want to be pushed back there. I didn't really care about these 4 tanks. They were left in the base, forgotten about really. Didn't get blue flame this game. I don't really know why. I think it's because I wanted the gas for more 4s. Managed to take out that expansion. Meanwhile, hilariously, these 2 tanks I had that were just left up here, I sent down here on to move shift to ding to take down that hatchery. He completely missing these zerglings that come around the back. Does a pretty good job with these tanks, but I do manage to pull back the Helions in time to save the last one. Meanwhile, fungal was going off. This is a huge cluster of what mishaps and whatnot. He's moving with drones, infestors, roaches, everything. He's throwing the kitchen sink at me here. It's just not enough. I'm trying to target down that infestor. Didn't work. And then here I'm targeting down all the infestors. They're trying to run away. They all die. Didn't want them to live to get more mana to annoy me. Helions, I moved there to get a line so they'd hit both the roaches. It was a little bit overkill maybe. Meanwhile, these 2 tanks have gone to work. Completely destroyed his 3rd. I could have maybe just like moved up the ramp here, but I was like, I have absolutely no idea, and I had no idea if he had a spire or not, and I did not want Mutalists to come out and kill me, so I've sort of just now concentrating on getting my 3rd up, turning that into planetary fortress, getting extra the 2 gases. I ran out of gas and resources. I didn't really know how I managed to spend everything. I mean, I've got like 66 SCVs, which is pretty impressive. I wanted to get some fours out here before I push up the ramp. I'm sending Helians about, trying to see if I've got... I don't know when I did that, but I did send Helians about to see if he's got a third somewhere. Well, I hid an expo because those Zerglings come from the back. I thought they had been producing a hatchery. I didn't realise he'd done a run by along there. And then he just left. He knew he was dead, to be fair. All he had was this and Mind Out Base, and I had everything else. But yeah, just wanted to show you my mech style. Hope you all enjoyed it. I've not done it for a while, so sorry if I'm a bit squeaky, but I'll be casting again soon. Catch you guys next time.